tell you it's more convenient to just not have this discussion or not be able to say a certain term or not be able to, then you
just comply.
You comply and you go, okay.
I don't want to start any trouble.
I don't want to start an issue. I like Postmates.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
I like Airbnb.
Well, sure. What's failing now? It's over now. It's all over now.
I met one of the guys. Who did I fuck?
Well, someone, I don't know if it was you, but someone said, and this is really nice, someone tried to get me back and they were like, no. Someone met a big guy, and it might have been you. Someone was like, I
think it was me.
Yeah, somebody was like, what about getting like a guy like Tim Dillon back on? And they were like, no.
They're fucking up. They're making a big mistake.
Well, that issue that I had was all about the redundancy of cleaning fees. Why would I pay a fee and then clean?
Yeah.
This has now become a rallying call for millions of brave Americans to hold Airbnb accountable for what they've been doing. Forget the trafficking, people showing up to the house in the middle of the night trying to rip you out of it. This is true. Single women go on bachelorette parties all the time. Guys knock on the door at 3 a.m. It's not safe. A lot of the people who host, like have Airbnbs, have weird cameras set up. It's a little
there's
voyeuristic.
been a bunch of that.
It is strange.
There's also someone had an interesting scam where they were renting a house and they were using that house as an Airbnb house. And
Of
they got
course.
in trouble. When they're probably making money off of the rental. Like,
That's right.
You think about how much a house costs to rent. If it's like $2,000 a month, and you could Airbnb it for $500 a night, or what's Airbnb cost?
I
for
don't
a
know.
house.
It's been
Back
years,
in the day.
but it's by about 400. Something like that.
So you would probably make a lot of money.
Yeah, there's
You'd
a lot of that.
Pay your mortgage easy, and then you could do that with multiple houses, and you got income constantly coming in.
And I think they interviewed the CEO recently. They interviewed him, and he was basically like, listen, we're trying to design your trips. Like, they're trying to figure out ways to get competitive again. Because they're like, we know people are going back to hotels. We know it's gotten too expensive.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's gotten too expensive. People are like, we don't understand why we'd pay all of this money to have all of these rules when we could just go to a hotel. It's easy.
Right.
And we don't have to worry about anger. You get a report card. Airbnb is a report card. Nobody wants that on a trip.
You get a report card for like how good you did or bad you did. Whether
you
or
have
not
people writing
made a mess.
reviews about you. Is that fun? You go on a vacation, somebody's going to write a review, some psychopath.
Oh, so like you could like take a giant shit and forget to flush it, and then
it's
you get
over.
a bad review.
Then they trash you.
Just a simple mistake.
A simple mistake. And
forgot to flush.
Stay out of people's homes.
Yeah.
This is the real reality.
Yeah.
Stay out of people.
Stay
if
in a
you're
hotel.
over 30, you can no longer stay with people. Put it this way. Let's give them till 35 or 40. You have to get a hotel.
Yeah.
You can't get a hotel. You cannot stay with a friend, and you don't need to get an Airbnb with 7 people.
Yeah, I always get weirded out when people like to just stay with different friends in every town.
No.
I'm like,
No.
do you like being annoying?
Yeah, that's done now. You
annoying
can't
people?
stay with anyone anymore. You go to a hotel. That's nice.
Like an adult.
It's like an adult. You go, this was nice. Goodbye. You need to say the word goodbye, and then you got to go to a hotel. Otherwise, people are like, they feel uncomfortable in their own home. They do not want you there.
It's kind of crazy that Airbnb, that's another thing that popped up out of nowhere that nobody saw coming. That was a disruptor.
Yeah.
That and Uber, right?
Yeah.
Uber was a big one. Popped up, but no one would have thought that everybody would become a cab driver for extra money.
Well, it coincided with like this rise of the gig economy where people are like, I can work. I own a car. I can work, and I can make money through this app. And
you can not have a boss.
Exactly.
Like one of the things I loved about delivering newspapers when I was a kid was, I did it when I was in my teens and 20s. It's like you could just go to the place, pick up the paper. You did your work, but you could listen to the radio. No one's in your ear. No one's talking to you. You're by yourself. As long as you get your job done, you're good. And if you're an Uber guy, I don't have to go to a fucking office somewhere. I just pick this dude up and take him to the airport.
Oh, yeah. It's perfect.
Thank you. Thanks for the tip. Bye.
Easy.
Drive away. Be a nice guy. Try to keep your car clean.
That's right.
You can make money, and you don't have to listen to anybody.
And they're having fun. Some of those guys are having fun all day, listening to hateful podcasts, perhaps mine.
Listen to this.
Listening to smoking cigs in their car.
People listening to this right now.
Yeah. People listening to it right now going, I'm enjoying my life. I'm having fun.
There's someone in the backseat going, fucking Tim Dillon. Shut
up. I hate his
What he did to
stupid
Meghan
voice.
McCain was so rude.
What he